All right, open table. You never know what we're going to get till we get it. Okay, Spirit, what messages do we have? What messages? All right, a surprise visitor, card 41. Unplanned events, expect the unexpected. Oh, wow. I'd say with Long Road, card 35, and the Thief, card 24. We have main male. All right, I'm going to get a clarifier for Thief here because there's a lot of things that Thief could be. Manifestation. Okay, actually, you know what we're going to take with Manifestation card 39 coming out with Thief is that Long Road. Thief includes loss, abandonment, disappearance, missing someone or something, theft, deficiency, energy vampire, or removed. So we're actually going to take deficiency on this one. Excuse me, the vibration of deficiency. So you have a very unexpected surprise coming in. And with it being surprise visitor, I think that it is actually going to be this person here. Okay, main male. Okay, so this is going to be husband, partner, boyfriend. I don't know that this is, at this time, this is something that has been like long in development, something that you have been asking for because of a deficiency in, but not in the vibration of. Does that make sense? It's like clear as mud, right? Okay, so it's basically that you've been manifesting this because you've been single for an extended period of time. And I think that you were actually doing that on purpose. I don't think that that was circumstantial. Yeah, sweetheart. You were really like, you were genuinely deciding that it is time to manifest from a place that is pure of intention and make it exactly what it is that you want. Change, 9, the bottom, change or improvement. I know it's exorcist movement, but we're going to take improvement in your life, a new direction, a relocation, progress, change of view, job, partner, or heart. All right. This is pretty good. It does have a little bit of, makes me just slightly nervous. All right, let's talk about this manifestation of a deficiency. That is the only thing. The awakening, the spiritual transformation, and time alone with retreat. Okay, I want one more for that. Support. Okay. All right. So, like during this time that you had of this single time, right? The reason that you were able to manifest first from something like you can't manifest from a place of lack, right? But what you can do is you can take that period of relationship sobriety. I love my higher self. Like relationship sobriety, right? You took this long road here, this long time of being without a relationship. And I don't think you were focusing on the lack of relationship. I really think that you were finding within yourself in this retreat, awakening, and support. You were actually like collecting all of the things within you and your all of your guardians. Oh, that's interesting. All of your like I want to say guardian angels. Do you manifest with angels? Like all of your spirit guides and your guardians and all the people around you that you were really calling in all of your support team during this time of retreat. A lot of like hermit energy, a little bit, and then also having a spiritual awakening. And during that time, you didn't need to have the interference of focusing on what you didn't have because you were it's almost like molding. You were like molding yourself in a way that actually aligned with bringing in this new this new partner here. And you did it from a place of love, which is exactly how, you should manifest. All right, let's find out about some of the specifics. All right, the Queen of Swords, the Emperor, the Two of Wands, the King of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Page of Swords. I feel like I feel like during this time you did almost some reflection, right? Kind of like I said, you were like molding, you weren't doing it out of a place of lack, you were like molding you, and then with that you were kind of like, what is that, like side manifestation? You were like manifesting, you were molding that like um compliment to you, like the addition, like the cherry on top, like I am whole and complete within myself, and now I'd like a nice little cherry to go right on top. Then they're like, yes, please, dessert first, you know, nice little like cherry on top. I do think that what you were doing, you were actually getting rid of with this Queen of Swords and the Emperor and the Two of Wands. Previously, how you focused on maybe a person of power or in power or had status or was a little more powerful, maybe even more aggressive. I'm getting kind of like more of an in charge type of thing. I think that you were actually focusing on that and saying, like where in my life am I not feeling like I'm in charge? Do I need somebody to be in charge? And I think because you were taking that time to mold the wholeness of yourself with this awakening, that you've determined that you don't need somebody to be in charge. You need just like a sweet little thing on top, right? It's kind of interesting though, like also what it's showing me is like, and especially with this Page of Swords, like coming on the back end, really, like it really, you have a Queen of Swords on one and a Page of Swords on the other. This really feels like a period of intense reflection. Um, I feel like in the past as well, you've had a bunch of, maybe not a bunch, oh, I said a bunch. You've had a significant number, more than one for sure, of endings with people who were maybe overly emotional as well. It's interesting because you have like the two ends of the spectrum. You have this like hardcore emperor, and then you have this overly emotional king of cups, right? And then like even with that, you ended up going away from the King of Cups. Look at him looking longingly at your boat as you trudge on to judgment, right? There must be something, I feel like there's something like as a happy medium that you were trying to find in between these two energies. I think what you ended up, so because of your focus on growth and really reassessing like these relationships, I think that you unconsciously or unintentionally, through your positive effort within, actually manifested exactly this main male. You could always just take partner, but this main male is going to fall somewhere between these two energies. You have the Empress and the Queen of Coins and the Three of Coins. All right, who's she working with? Tell me, tell me. The Nine of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Star. this is a really interesting like feel here. So this is either going to resonate or not. I think that I'm picking up on an energy that has spent a great deal of time being the nurturer, being the, wow, like, I can't even, like, between the cherubs and the baby and the rabbits and like all the things that need taken care of. And I'm pretty sure she's pregnant here with the Empress card and the Queen of Coins. I feel like you've had to assume that role of Empress and nurturer and stable and yeah, Five of Cups at the bottom. Um, and the whole while, like, you wished that, like, there was somebody there that could assist you with this energy, with the Three of Coins, to the Nine of Wands. Like you were tired of holding down the fort as it comes to, I want to say mothering, but I don't want you to get the wrong impression. It's not like you don't want to be a mom if you're a mom, or you don't want to nurture, yourself or your relationship or anything like that. I think it's more the role. um, like you felt very imprisoned in this role, like imprisoned and actually restricted from what it is that you truly wanted to do or be. Like, like this role is a wonderful role, but it only reflects an aspect of you, and you feel that you are not fairly represented in this way, especially now with the time that you've taken off, the support that you've had, and the awakening that you've understood, especially with the manifestation here. It's like you're saying, I do not want to manifest. You've already said, I don't want an emperor. So this is Empress energy is not one that you want to have anymore. I don't want a King of Cups energy, right? I've already been the King of the Queen of Coins here with the nurturing and the caretaking and the holding down everything, and like focusing on the 3D. Like I don't want any of these roles anymore. I'm bigger than that. My purpose is bigger than that. I don't want to be boxed into this mother nurturing role any longer. This isn't for me. It made me unhappy with the Five of Cups. So what is it? What is it? What is it the viewer wants? Oh, you want something that is true. Even if it's harsh truth. You take a harsh truth over a soft lie any day. Like you want something that is true. Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, where you can hold on to your independence, where you're not boxed into a type, like a role. You don't want to have a role. You want to maintain your independence, and you want something that is true. Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Six of Swords. And the Eight of Swords. Same thing. You have the Six of Swords here and the Eight of Swords. Like you don't want to go through that again. You don't want to be, you don't want that to be taken away from you, because if it's taken away from you, that independence, you're just going to have to leave. Otherwise, you're going to feel like a prisoner in the relationship, and you're not going to do that again. So I'm speaking to someone that has been in the past, and it's such a supportive, nurturing role that during a much needed time of self-reflection, that decided, I know exactly what I want. I know exactly who I am. I know exactly what I'm capable of, what I'm destined for, and I know that the relationships that I've been in, whether it is with like the more like the tyrant kind of version of the emperor, not that strong. It wasn't terrible. It was an all-encompassing role to be the partner of that type of person or that type of energy. And then the King of Wands, same thing. I mean, this is a very emotional, this is like emotionally charged energy as well. And you're like, neither of those. I need kind of like something in between that. I still want the strength. I still want the, I don't want him emotionless, but I don't want him so focused on waterworks that he can't, run his own kingdom, that type of thing. I just kind of want to be in the middle. And I want this relationship to supplement me, right? Not engulf me or encase me in a box, especially as a role of a mother, nurturer, provider, supporter. And I don't mean that from a feminine energy perspective. All right, Three of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, Five of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, for you, like if it even has a scent that smells like what you've had before, like you have no problem taking the time to find out like what else is out there. And you'll do it post haste, like quick to end this thing because you're now going to go back to that Five of Cups energy and you will spin the wheel and see what happens next. No sweat off your back. You did have that change card at the bottom. Forgive, trust, regret, decision, second chance. Ooh, for those of you that this person coming in is somebody from the past, don't do it. Time apart. All right. I think that is it. So I trust that this message will get to its intended recipient. You are unconditionally loved and supported by the universe at this time. My unconditional love to you as well. Until next time, take care of yourself.